Hi. My mother told me once a girl can't have enough cardigans, and you know what? I totally agree. Well, always agreeing with my mom, but this one I do. I make lots of cardigans in all kinds of colors, and in most of them in lots of different designs also. And I made up this different design. I made up this stitch. It's an easy stitch. It looks really neat, and it's a lightweight sweater. So I call it the Three Seasons Cardigan. 3 seasons: the spring, the summer, and the fall. And maybe in some parts of the world you can also wear it in the winter time, but not here where I live in the Netherlands. We have a winter that we use heavier fabric. Anyhow, the sleeves I made short, but it's a very easily adjustable sleeve. You can make them longer if you want to. The back looks like a bag, and I hope you like the tutorial. So please let me know in the comment box how you feel about this tutorial. So have a nice day and keep hooking. Okay, some days I just sit around and I play with my yarn. You probably do too. And I try to come up with some new stitches. And I think I came up with a really nice stitch, an easy one, but it looks complicated. Let's put it that way. But it's not at all. It's very simple. I will show you how to do it. I have used that stitch in my latest cardigan, the Three Seasons Cardigan, and everybody really is ranting and raving about how neat this stitch is. So let's try to see if I can show you exactly how to make it. For this stitch, you use a chain of a multiple of 4 plus 2. I already made the chain. I made a chain of 16. And your first row is a single crochet row. You skip this one right here, and in the second one from your hook, you do your first single crochet. Now you go all the way to the end of this row in single crochets. And I'm sure you know how to make a single crochet, so I'm not gonna do it slowly. I'm just going to the end of this row in single crochet, and maybe I can speed it up, or maybe I can just tell you I'll see you at the end of this row. Okay, I didn't bore you with the single crochet row, but here we are at the end of the first row. Now for my special stitch, we go to the second row and we chain 2, we turn, and we skip the first stitch. For the next 3 stitches, we make double crochets, number 2, and here's number 3, right, like so. You yarn over. You go not in this gap right here, but in the stitch you skipped right here. Yarn over and pull through and pull up, so it won't be too tight, so you pull up. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull to the 3 loops, just like that. You skip this stitch right here and you go for the next 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now you might think at this point, I've done this before, but just wait till you get to the next row and you'll see it's going to be different. Pull up, yarn over, and pull through. Now I'm using a little bit of a thicker yarn than I've used for my Three Seasons cardigan, because this is a weight 4, and for the cardigan I've used a weight 3 or a DK. Skip this one right here. You go for your 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now you might think it's all pulling like this, but it's okay. Once you get to the other rows, it won't be pulling like that. You yarn over, not in this gap right here, but in the stitch you skipped. Pull up so it won't be too tight, yarn over and pull through the 3 loops on your row. You skip this stitch right here. You go 1, 2, and in the last one, you do your third, like so, yarn over, go in the stitch right here, pull up, yarn over, pull through. Now you got the little turn right here, yarn over and make in the turn stitch right here, you make 1 double crochet to keep your edge straight. So this is your second row. There is no right or wrong side of this stitch. You chain 2, 1, 2, and you turn. Now you go 1, 2, 3 double crochets on top of the ones you just made. So you go 1, 2, and here's your third double crochet, yarn over. Now this is a little bit tricky at the beginning of the row. You go right here to cross over the 3 double crochets. So now that you know you're crossing over the 3 double crochets, I also called this stitch the crossover 3 double crochets. What an original name. No, not really, but it's exactly what it is. 3 double crochets, yarn over, cross over, and you go right here. Yarn over, pull up, yarn over. There you go. So not in the gap, but in the stitch. Skip here, you go 1, 2, 3 double crochets, yarn over, go in the stitch right here, yarn over, pull through and pull up, yarn over and go through the last 3 loops on your hook. There we go again. You go 1 double crochet, oops. You go 2 double crochets, and here's your third double crochet. You yarn over, you go in the stitch right here, cross over the 3 double crochets, pull up, yarn over through the 3 loops. 1 left right here, so we yarn over and we make a double crochet in the last stitch. Now you've done 2 rows of the special stitch called the crossover 3 double crochets. Chain 2, 1, 2 and turn. There you go. You make your 1, 2, and your 3rd double crochet right here. Yarn over. It's again a little bit tricky at the beginning of the row, but you see it right here. Stick it in, yarn over, pull through and pull up, yarn over, pull through. We move on to the next set of 3 double crochets, and we make 3 double crochets on top of them. This is your 2nd one. Here's your 3rd double crochet. Yarn over, cross over in this stitch right here. Yarn over, pull up and pull through. There you go. Skip this. We go 1. We go 2, and here we go for the 3rd double crochet. Yarn over, stick it in this stitch, pull through and pull up, yarn over and through the last 3 loops on your hook. And here we go for the last set of 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, cross over the 3 double crochets in this stitch right here, yarn over, pull through, pull up, yarn over and pull through. Last stitch right here, we do a double crochet. Now, as I was telling you in the beginning, there is no right or wrong side to this stitch. What you do need to keep in mind is that you have kind of like V's that are formed right here. So when you start sewing things together, you make sure that your V's all face the same way. So you either have them facing up or you have them facing down. Okay, let's do 1 more row. And I'm sure that after this row, you know exactly how to do it because it's not a complicated stitch. What we did is we did 2 for turning. Then we go for the 3 double crochets on top of the double crochets in the previous row. Here we go for the 3. Here we go for the yarn over, the little tricky one right here. Yarn over, pull through and pull up, yarn over and go through your 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3 double crochets. Now here we go again for the original name. Yarn over, cross over the 3 double crochets, pull up, and there we go again. We made it cross again. Now I use this for that Three Seasons cardigan, and I'm very curious to see if maybe you have a good idea of where we could use this stitch for also. So if you have some suggestions, I would love to read them in the comment box below. Just leave me a note and saying, well, you know what, Jennifer, this would be a really great stitch to make a tunic or a sweater, or whichever one you think this stitch would be a neat stitch for a project. Okay, last one, we yarn over, we cross over, we go in this stitch right here, put it in, yarn over, pull through and pull up, yarn over and through the last 3 loops on your hook, and the very last stitch we make a double crochet. I really enjoy making this stitch, and I hope I'm gonna make a lot of projects with it. I hope you like it too. Leave your comments below, please, and if you think this was a clear and good explanation of how to make this stitch. And yes, I know it's not a very original name, but it's called the crossover 3 double crochets stitch. Okay, thank you, and again, have a nice day.